Hello, Twin Flames. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christine. Twin Flames, welcome to another Twin Flame reading. Oftentimes, Twin Flame readings here at the Tarot Closet. Oh, okay, you guys, it's the Magician in reverse. Twin Flame readings here at the Tarot Closet are also Twin Flame message readings. So we'll see what's wanting to come in today. But look what's already begun. The Magician has come down in reverse. It's Gemini and Virgo energy, also Mercury energy. So yeah, where are you at in your journey? Because we see that this is not in union, of course. This is a no contact and or in separation Twin Flame reading. Look what's right in the partnership placement. It's the King of Cups. So the feelings that your Twin Flame has for you are quite big. They're also starting to see your side. So for some of you, this has been a separation that's been ongoing for a while. It can even be that this is early on in the separation for many of you. The bottom line here is a lot of the triggering and the mirroring that went on with your Twin Flame, they're seeing it now. They're seeing kind of how they threw things away. They're also seeing things from your side. They're also realizing how emotional they are for you, how much emotion they have for you, I want to say. And here's the thing, the Magician is in reverse. So this is not getting also what they want. I feel like we're going to see the Lover's card in reverse, possibly the Two of Cups in reverse. I feel a lot of regret. This is a little bit of an awakening, I want to say. Not being able to have what they want, which is you. Okay. Yeah, look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm not even done talking about the few things that I need to talk about before the reading begins. So, wow. Are things changing, or is this a wish? It's the Wheel of Fortune. We're going to talk about it in a moment. Let me just tell you, welcome. First of all, I'm really happy you're here, Twin Flames. Also soulmates, of course, light workers and or star seeds, empaths, healers, beautiful earth angels. Thank you for joining me today. All the links are below, thetarotcloset.com. I will link all the decks that are coming in also. And of course, you can find the playlists, all zodiac signs, messages from your person, love tarot readings, and you'll know if they're yours. And by the way, all readings are timeless. Twin Flames, I'm channeling in June 2023, but it really makes no difference because this is a fated connection. We're fated to meet here today, and that is because it's time for you to hear something, receive a message. Something is here for you today. So welcome, whether you're here in real time, you're here months, even years later. Connected to this reading as well as on the channel is the Twin Flame playlist. You can reach it in the description, or I think it might just keep playing. I'm not really sure. But if you feel like you want to look and see where you are drawn, of course, you're more than welcome to. It's down below. Before we begin your reading, I would like to invite you to like today's reading and subscribe to the Tarot Closet if you haven't. This helps the channel so much. I can't even tell you, so thank you. I really appreciate it. Let's get into this. The feelings that they have for you are huge, and this is exactly what we're feeling, that they're disappointed, they're sad, they're feeling down, and they've let themselves down, they've let you down, and it's not, and there's a little selfish energy here too of not being able to get what they want. Look. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here, right next to the Pisces energy. It's the Ace of Cups in reverse. And yeah, they're very let down. They're also sad about this. Now, there's a couple of things going on here. It's the Ten of Cups in reverse. This is Mars and Pisces energy. So this is a lot of the hope, I feel like, that they're feeling is dashed. It's quite emotional. And for some of you, it can even be that yourself or your Twin Flame is going through a broken partnership. This can oftentimes in reverse be telling us about a broken marriage or a partnership. Let's see, because I have to say the energy has been really strong that the twin flame energy in karmic situations, that there's some discord going on. So it actually is probably the case for many of you, but this is also dashing their hopes. Look at this. It's extremely clear because the feelings they have for you are quite big, twin flame. So you see here in the King of Cups, there's a ship kind of going behind them. And they're just, I feel like they're just assuming that you're still there. It's catty corner with the Wheel of Fortune. We know this is a fated connection. We know you were destined to meet. We know this is also a deep soulmate connection. You feel like, of course, you've known your twin flame forever. Some of you may have known your twin flame since you were really young. The Six of Cups energy is really strong. That's not going to be the case for everybody, but it's here. And here's the thing. Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius. They are fixed signs and they don't really like change. This twin flame here today is... This King of Cups is really speaking to me because they have a lot of emotions around you, and they're just kind of figuring that out and realizing, well, yeah, maybe I don't think they're understanding that this is a twin flame journey and this is not always going to be about union in this lifetime. You know, they're just feeling right now, it's coming to the surface quite literally. A lot of deep emotions. It's causing some turbulence within themselves, and you can see it in the Ace of Cups. You're both here. Look, this is where the overall energy goes, and I kind of, yeah, it's just hearing maybe that it's the overall energy, and I have to listen because that's what it's saying. So I'm going to put something else down here for us because, well, yeah, that's what wants to be the overall energy. There's a lot of disappointment on both sides. Everybody's feeling let down, kind of depressed about this, but they're just coming into it. It can be that there's some discord in their life in a karmic situation that is bringing this up. That won't be for everyone. This is what they hope for, okay, is this Wheel of Fortune, because it's always spinning. So for me, this is a spinner today. I would love to say to you that, look, it's the Wheel of Fortune. It's a new cycle. This is, everything's changing. You know, there's luck on your side. Maybe, but the message that's coming through for me right now is that it's spinning. And it's spinning because their head's kind of spinning. Their heart's kind of spinning. I wouldn't be surprised if they're floating here on this throne, like being tossed around, because look, they're on the water. This is not on land. It's literally like they're they're floating on their throne, but we're seeing a calm moment here, but that's not what's happening. You can see how turbulent it is. There's a lot of deep emotions. What's underneath the throne? The sea. The divine. Really deep. Have they been hiding it? Yeah, look, they're ready to put their foot in. What are they doing? That's what I feel like is the energy right now. They're realizing that that their energy is just really scattered. And have they been not doing things the way that they wanted to, the way that you wanted to? Yeah, it's a twin flame reading, and this twin flame was triggered and ran. And right now is this moment of seeing things really differently. Now, is it a little bit of, I do feel the selfish energy, okay? Because I also feel like they don't want to change. However, things are changing anyway. You can see it. It's changing within them and possibly in their life. Okay. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us a card, a hoe. Okay. It's the Six of Wands in the upright. This is Jupiter and Leo energy. It can be that what is changing here in the Wheel of Fortune, this major arcana, that what might be turning is maybe there's a message coming. We're going to have to see. But this King of Cups really wanted to be hanging out with the Six of Wands because we had the Ace of Cups here in reverse. And yeah, Spirit told me that it needs to be the overall energy. This is Jupiter and Leo energy. And this is overcoming obstacles and challenges and celebrating that. Now, just how many has your twin flame overcome? We need a lot more, and it may not even give us the answer. But we can see a lot of what they've overcome here is their emotions that they've been hiding. They're up in the surface. They're being shaken up. Their life is shaken up. And I'm getting goosebumps as I send this, because their throne might appear calm, but the King of Cups can hide their feelings. They can hold things back. They're the masters of emotion. But we can see it's turbulent here. So what do I feel? What obstacles and challenges do I feel have been overcome here? Well, this white horse is telling us it's emotional. They're still scared. They've overcome them, but they're not looking completely forward yet. So they're still a little defensive. That's bringing us, kind of moving us into the Seven of Wands. And that's some self-protection here, because they're afraid of change. But these 5 wands behind them, that's the 5 of Wands. It's more Leo energy. That's some obstacles and challenges. And again, it's emotional. They're seeing it now and they're feeling it. Look at this. They're feeling like they've let you down. They've let themselves down. They're disappointed. There's sadness around this. Are they maybe wanting to share this with you? Yeah, it can be that what's happening is it keeps coming through. I keep hearing selfish energy. Okay, and it's not a terrible thing. It's just that their motives may not be, hey, I'm going to reach out and do this and this and this with my twin flame. Obviously they're missing you here and they're very disappointed and sad around this. But it's like their urge of wanting, that's the wands. It's the fastest energy and they're leading with their heart. Look. That's the evergreen leaves. They're also wearing it on their crown chakra, the knowing. So they know ultimately that this is, I feel, what they want or still want. They're realizing, wait a minute, what did I do? And this feeling of something going on for a lot of you in their life has been really strong for me, actually, these are coming through for many weeks. Yeah. Okay. So it's really wishful energy. Do I feel like a twin flame is coming here with an offer? No, I don't. I have to be honest with you. This is a thought. Okay. And there is an opening. You can see it in the archway. You see the mountains are still there. Some obstacles and challenges. However, they're also coming in here wanting to share that. They're thinking about this because look what is catty corner here. It's the 10 of Cups in reverse. And so we know that this is a disconnect here, but 2 things. Maybe for some of you, it can be both of you. You can be aligning, but for some of you, your person is going through a disconnect or some trouble with a karmic situation. Again, that can also be you. But this is also about the loss of hope because they were just so caught up in being triggered and not seeing things, and now they're seeing things. That's the empathy coming through in the King of Cups, that they didn't even realize that the magician was spinning. Okay, that they couldn't just make their visions into a reality. And it is a little bit of a wake-up energy because they're seeing things in a really different way now. Because it's like opening your eyes and saying, wait a minute, where did they go? What did I do? Oh, I didn't realize I felt this way. It's strong. So this is a thought for me. It's more of a thought. It's that pentacle. It's commitment. It's a physical relationship. There's a lot of practicalities around it, and it's a twin flame journey. So what are they? They're a lot. 3rd parties, karmic situations for some, soulmate, life partners, family of origin, cultural, religious differences. I mean, there's a lot of practicalities behind it. This is a thought, but this is also that seeing things now. They're being, if you're on the turbulent water and your throne is, you start, eventually things are going to start coming up to the surface, and that's what's happening now. So that's what they're realizing. And it's also connecting us here and it was here, as we know, and it wanted to be the overall energy, with the disappointment and the realization that they're not feeling very hopeful that they can do anything about it. And that's the Magician card, because, well, yeah, it's a major arcana, and that's Mercury energy. It's as above, so below. It's turning your visions into reality and taking inspired action, which is what they're thinking about here. And this is the emotional, the feelings coming to the surface that they're recognizing. A lot of thought around this. This is just wanting to come off. And there's the inspired action in the King of Wands. A very powerful, courageous energy. Right here, catty corner with the Six of Wands. Right below the Ten of Cups in reverse. The issues maybe in their life, really strong for many of you, I have to say, for your twin flame. But in general, just the loss of hope and wanting to take this wand and lead with their heart. That's the energy of love. That's the idea of love. That's what the King wants. The King is quite powerful, but the Magician is a little bit more powerful here. And it's the first card coming down, and it's in reverse. They can't take that inspired action. And maybe they had the chance, and maybe they were taking chances when you were talking, writing, whatever it was you were doing. But yeah, the running started. They ran. And this is a little bit of wake-up energy right now, of just seeing things really differently and realizing it. And this is what they want. Because the kings, they're both kings, you know, they're buddies. It's the King of Cups and the King of Wands. Divine masculine energies, which, yeah, it's not always that the divine masculine is the initial triggered runner. It's pretty common. Regardless of what is this or that, generally here today, this is divine masculine energy of a divine masculine runner who, well, yeah, they're friends here. And they're realizing how they feel, and this is what they would love. Look, you can see it. Sending out their Six of Wands person on their horse to get this message to you about how they feel, what they've overcome. Their own emotional obstacles here. However, there's a little bit of a stop, and it's more of a thought than it is an action. That's what I want to say. A lot of this is a thought more than it is an action. Because the Magician is holding that wand. That's the new beginning here. That's the potential, and that's the opportunity. And right now there's not an opportunity. Potential has been wasted for now, here, in current time, in the 3D. And a new beginning right now, you know, I don't feel that. Despite seeing the Wheel of Fortune, because the Wheel of Fortune, they're spinning. The King of Cups is, it's like their own personal little ship, you know, and they've managed to stay balanced to some extent, or at least they think they have, because they've mastered how they felt about you. I feel it here. It's you know, it's being rocked. And yeah, I mean, it's catty corner here with the Wheel of Fortune, because this is exactly what they're thinking about right now. But we see where their energy is the strongest, where your twin flame's energy is. They're everywhere, but where it's the strongest is here. And we can see that they've lost some hope for that. Now, these are minor arcanas. You know, they're generally spinners for me, because everyone has free will, and something can change anyway. The future is not fixed. Somebody makes a decision. So can it be that they're uprighting the Ten of Cups and they're coming here with an offer? I mean, I could say, yeah, it could be, but I just don't feel that. And look what is here in the partnership placement. It's the Page of Wands, and it's a little bit of, well, yeah, it's some immature energy possibly. But the immaturity is coming through for me, because it's not so much that somebody's just behaving immaturely. It's like an apprentice, you know? It's, look, they're looking at the wand here and realizing, oh wait, how they feel. It's new because they were hiding it. So it's coming up for them, and they're kind of grappling with these emotions that they have. It's not, yeah, so it's not, it can be, of course, age is a factor. Somebody is younger. That definitely can come through. But what's coming through for me today here with your twin flame is it's just about discovering within themselves how they feel. It's a little bit of wake up energy, and they think here with the King of Wands, okay, let's make a plan here. This is what they're thinking about, but it's just not possible. It's not possible right now. This is coming off. Yeah, interesting. The Ten of Swords in the upright. It's the Sun in Gemini. This is right before the sun comes up. This is before the light. It's before the new cycle. So, yeah, it's a minor arcana, but this is what they're feeling. It's so strong. It's so strong, look. This is exactly what they're feeling right now. The disappointment, the feeling like they're realizing that they let you down. They're seeing it now. They're realizing how they feel about you now. Everything's coming to, well, yeah, the surface. They're coming out of the dark into the light here. So that's some of the wake up energy. And that's the Sun in Gemini. And the communication that I feel is within themselves and with Source. God, Goddess, the universe. That's the Sun energy. And that's the outcome that they want. We see they didn't get the outcome they wanted, or the outcome either of you wanted. They're just realizing it now, where things are. The swords are transactional. They're about clarity in relationships. You can't get any more than 10 swords. That's the bottom, you know? Yeah, so it's before, it's kind of before an awakening, you know? There's like little tinges of it. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. Okay. Yeah, look at that. It's the Hangman in reverse. So that's the selfishness that I was feeling. Yeah, because there's two things. There's been some going on, of course, when they ran and were triggered and not seeing anything. They're also realizing their selfishness. And there's also the selfishness here of just what they want. You know, realizing how they feel. This is, yeah, look. Realizing how they feel and it's, yeah, it's obvious how they feel and their emotions for you, but it's almost like too, they want to be able to go back to when they were oblivious and hiding their emotions. That's some of the selfish energy too. It's a major arcana, of course. It's Pisces energy. It's really emotional. It is still a period of uncertainty, indecisiveness, inaction. Yeah. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Oh, look at that. My gosh. Okay, this is starting to feel emotional. It's the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. The thing about this today that I'm feeling is the forlorn energy, because from both sides, your twin flames energy is really strong here today. It's not always the case. It's strong. I feel you both here. I feel you both here because there is disappointment, sadness on both sides for what happened, for how things went. The Queen of Pentacles can make something work that wasn't working, that isn't working, and she's looking right down at the pentacle. It's a commitment. For me, this is like, gosh, you guys, I feel like it's kind of dreamy energy. It's Neptune energy, which is twin flame energy for me. And there's matters of the heart. Look, we're in the year of the rabbit right now. Interesting. We're in the year of the water rabbit. A lot of emotional energy coming away from the stream. There are the obstacles. Look. It's the thought. It's the dream, I feel like, of everybody here. And there's a forlorn energy that it's not, that things happen the way they happened, and it can't be. This should be saying to me, the Queen of Pentacles, and sometimes it does, hey, you can make this work. It's the Queen of Pentacles is here. You know, she's very resourceful. She can make things work that we're not working, but it doesn't, it's literally telling me it's connected to the Wheel of Fortune, and it's saying it's fate and destiny. It's free will and choices, controlling what you can and letting go of what you can't. It's divine timing. Spirit has a plan. You can't control this as much as you both want to. That's what's coming through today for me with the Queen of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Not that it's working out and everybody's, you know, that they're coming here with an offer. It's not at all what I feel. It's a message for you. It's a message for your twin flame as well. But it's a message for you to remind you that Spirit has a plan, and that union is not always, union is going to be when it's time. And it's not always going to be even in this lifetime. But this is sending you, I feel like, yeah, I've as I'm talking to you, I'm kind of holding my arms, because your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors want to send you some love. They're sending you encouragement and a love nudge. It's the Four of Pentacles showing itself at the bottom of the deck. It's the Sun in Capricorn, which is putting the Sun in reverse, and that's the wait for the eventual outcome. It's temporary. That's the twin flame journey. Sometimes it's this lifetime, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's another lifetime. But this is, yeah, it's a wait, but it's also telling us, of course, you're still in each other's energy, but I feel like the vulnerability that comes through here, I'm really feeling this here with this Ten of Cups in reverse as well, that there is something pretty big going on. Hey guys, I don't know where that stopped. I hope I didn't miss too much, but the Four of Pentacles came down in reverse. It's just going to kind of give you a little recap. It's the Sun in Capricorn energy, and we see that there's a delay here. And what I was saying when it was coming down, and then Justice followed it in reverse, that it's really clear also, and this came through in your last reading, that there's a transition going on here in your twin flame's life. Now, this could also be you. You could be aligned and both be going through it. Somebody could be moving countries, states, cities, moving out, moving on from somebody here. That can be you, can also be your person. It's pretty strong for a lot of you that it's your twin flame. And that came through really strong in your last reading. And perhaps that's some of the energy here that is digging things up, because this is a really vulnerable, energy of, I feel like a twin flame that is feeling like they're losing everything. So they're not really, there's a really strong vulnerability here, but they're afraid to change things, but it's bringing up a lot of emotions, and they're facing a lot of their emotions with you, but they're not facing everything. We see that in the Justice in reverse. And we also see just what I felt, that it's not a new beginning here so much as it is a new phase for your twin flame. Yeah, it's a transitory time. Do I feel a reaching out here? I don't. I don't feel a reaching out here in today's energy. Perhaps it's going to come through. We're going to get a little bit more here, and I'm going to bring in another deck. But this is really, for me, gosh, your twin flame that is just realizing they may have just blown everything, but they're realizing what they're seeing not being honest about how they felt, not being honest with you has cost, because that's justice in reverse. And that it's not fair to you. They're seeing that. And I want to tell you too, is this you as well? It's really strong for this twin flame here today that they are going through it could even be some legal issues around this, some family troubles, some issues in a marriage. And it's connected with possibly money too. And that can also be what they're afraid to change here. And why, gosh, this is such a forlorn energy for me today, the Queen of Pentacles, that she can't. It's a spinner, because it's like being in reverse for me, okay? And there might be somebody here in this energy too that I kind of feel like, gosh, there's a financial dependence on the twin flame here, okay? There's possibly some legal stuff. It doesn't always come through. It's coming through. It's in connection with you on one hand with the justice here in reverse, because they are realizing how unfair they've been and how they really feel. And then going, wait, but I can't. Thinking a lot about it, overcoming some of these, I feel, emotional obstacles as they come out of the Ten of Swords here, thinking about, because that's spinner for me, thinking about at some point wanting to contact you, but they're also sending the message through, and I'm just hearing that they hope you will forgive them. Okay, gosh, you guys. But there's some money and legal stuff tied up in their life right now, and this is the forlorn energy for me. It's a spinner, and this is possibly somebody's other third parties, let's say, okay, that have a financial dependence on your person. Yeah. What can I say? This is what it is. And this is another message for you, just to, sending you this love nudge that this is a transition. This is a time in this connection that nothing is really changing here. But understanding that it's divine timing, Spirit has a plan, it's not now. But it's coming through strong for me today in your reading. Your twin flame has some messages for you. Yeah, we're definitely going to get into some love messages today. Some channeled love messages from their higher self, song messages, because they have a lot to say to you. They're sorry. They hope you will forgive them. They're realizing, they see your side. They realize how, I hate to say that, but how dumb they were being. But they didn't understand. They don't really still understand completely. Some of the selfish energy that I'm feeling too is coming from a connection to your twin flame, to this divine masculine here today. The Hermit card in reverse. This isn't surprising either. It's Virgo and Mercury energy. It's where you go to get clarity, personal truth, spiritual illumination. It's a great place actually to be on the twin flame journey. And it's showing us in reverse, but I feel like you're here. I feel like you're pretty solid actually, twin flame. You're doing okay. Although I think this might be an emotional reading for you today, because it's your twin flame coming through strong, relaying messages that they do have these feelings for you, that you weren't imagining it. It's true. They're really in something. Look at this. It's a kind of a bankrupt mindset, and maybe even quite literally some financial troubles going on in connection to a karmic. Okay? But for your twin flame, it's in reverse, the Hermit here, because they're really stuck. They're feeling really lonely, and they're feeling really isolated in their life. This feels really emotional. Yeah. And as much as they want to change things because things are coming up, they can't right now. Okay. Look, Yeah. It's the Ten of Wands in reverse. We have the Ten of Swords in the upright. This is a freeing energy, and there's a lot of burdens on your twin flame. By the way, there is an alignment here for some of you with connections to a partner, okay? So this can also be you. The thing is this is the energy of love. It's the Ten of Wands. It's Jupiter and Sagittarius energy. And it's the fastest energy. And this is in reverse here. So it's kind of a slow process, you know. And this is a new cycle. It's a transitory time for your twin flame, possibly for both of you. So it's great in many ways because it is a new cycle in some ways. There's a lightening up. But for your twin flame, because this is the energy of love, it's the surrounding their heart, it's the lightening up, it's the emotions that are being revealed, the deep emotions as they're thrown, is being thrown about, quite literally here, the divine. That's the divine underneath the King of Cups, okay? That's the sea, that's the ocean, it's emotions. We know that, but that's also the divine. So that's the divine shaking up your divine masculine, your twin flame. Waking them up emotionally. That's here. That's overcoming those obstacles. There's still many to overcome in their life in regard to other connections. Financially, there's a lot of things going on here. So this we know is a dreamy energy. They're very stuck. But that's the lightning that's coming through for me in the Ten of Wands today. It's an emotional release, you know. It's sort of, and it's almost like it is, there's a lot of spinners today, and that's this is not surprising at all. Okay. It's just revealing the Eight of Swords, which is telling us it's also a spinner. This is just so extremely clear because there's a lot to work out still. They're in karmic lessons big time, okay? Some transitions in their life, some changes here, and it's not going to be overnight. It's a slow process, but there's some wake-up energy emotionally. And now the Eight of Swords is revealing itself too, which is more of that mental kind of torture almost. It's like the communication with spirit is strong with your twin flame. It's mental. It's also getting some clarity because they have been in the Eight of Swords for a really long time. It's where they put themselves, both in not communicating with you, but also not looking at anything. You know, it's right there. The fortress, it's right behind them, but they've had their blindfold on. They've been tied up, literally tied up in their life with other connections, money, a lot of things. And it's all happening right now with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And they're extremely stuck. They're untangling. There's a feeling of loss. Again, we don't need to go through it all again, but this is what is coming here. Now, yeah, so it's the Nine of Pentacles just showing itself in reverse, but it's also a spinner today. Yeah. So, okay. It's almost like they have to work a lot too for whatever's going on here. This is just a really clear reading for me. And again, so there is some lightening up. This is the clarity that they're getting, the emotional clarity. Swords are transactional. And also all the triggering that went on that they weren't looking at, they weren't seeing your side. It's changing here in the King of Cups in the upright. That's what this is. I'm going to bring in another deck, Twin Flames. Here it is. If you're a regular viewer, you know this is one of my soul decks. It's in German. If you're new to the channel, hello. It's in German. I'm in Austria, and it's one of my favorites to use in my private readings here. But there's not a lot of words, and you'll know what it is, and I'll tell you. So let's see what else, what else wants to come through, whether it's validations, possibly some new insight. It's pretty clear what's going on with your twin flame. And that's really a lot of what I feel this reading is about today. It's just kind of like an update, a validation of your feelings, of how they feel about you, a validation as to what is going on the time it's taking, the time it will still take. There's messages from Spirit here for you today. Messages from your twin flame. So let's see if anything else is coming through, and then we will bring in some channeled love messages. And I'm feeling channeled song messages today as well. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. It's the Four of Cups, and it's coming in reverse. This is exactly what we feel. It's the emotions that they're feeling right now. It's the moon in Cancer. It's extremely emotional. And it's the moon, obviously, here in reverse. The moon in Cancer. And that's clarity. And that's the truth eventually. All of the truth coming to your person. They're struggling. We see that in the Justice card. But there is some. Again, it's transitory. It's not like wake up and everything's there and they're coming in, it's a union. That's not what this reading is today. This is the emotional energy that's coming to the surface for them. And that's exactly what we're feeling here. They're seeing things differently. They're seeing that empathy is really strong. Okay. Yeah, look, there it is. That's the Judgment. Okay. Yeah, so that's the wake-up energy we've been feeling, and you can see it's in German. You're both here. It's coming out of the dark into the light. That's the sun in Gemini. As you can see, the sun is coming up here. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollars that tomorrow. There's that Annie song. Comes through sometimes. And there it is. That's what's going on. That's the wake-up energy. It's the duality. It's the rebalancing that's going on, a really strong rebalancing, karmic lessons, and a divine masculine who is, going through, well, quite literally the balance here. That Libra energy as they try to get the truth in their life and the connection with you. Some of it, again, as I said, is coming through, but balancing their divine feminine and divine masculine energies because they're coming into balance here. Tapping in more into the divine feminine energy and the empathy and the King of Cups. Look, there's divine timing, the divine, we know that. It's Pluto energy, that's regenerative, and it's a really strong emotional regeneration, I want to say. It's cleansing. I think there's some crying going on, some, at the very least, really deep emotions coming up for your twin flame here, and it is cleansing, it is regenerative. This is what's going on with your twin flame right now. It's the Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so this is still the lack of communication, and this is Libra and Mercury energy. And it's also the imbalance within them that they're still trying to work out, the clarity, and also the connection to Source. Yeah, the mirroring and the triggering. I want to show you what's at the bottom of the deck. It's the Six of Cups. So this isn't surprising at all because all the feelings are here, and that's bringing up a really strong feeling of nostalgia. I have to tell you, though, it's kind of spinning a little because there's also this realization that it's just not able to happen now, and they're kind of stuck in some of the past energy of what they said, what they didn't say, and there's a lot of apologetic energy. They're sorry. They're thinking of when you were talking, when things were good. Look at that. Those sunflowers are connected to the sun, to the source. The 4 areas of support and stability, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. Here you both are. And this is also bringing in the 5 of Cups, of course. It's the 6 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is right before that. And that's the regret. It's coming through strong. The empathy is so strong here. So a lot of regret. They're feeling the loss here. There's a lot of grief around this connection for both of you. When you're bringing it up, grief because you're not able to, union is just not happening now. And for some of you, it maybe wasn't even or isn't even a thought. You know, you're just still in the throes of it. Whatever the case may be. And it's the Six of Cups. It's the Sun in Scorpio. That outcome, you know, the joyous outcome. And knowing when things were working. Some dreamy energies, not Neptune energy, but the Neptune energy is really strong here today. Also knowing that they left you feeling like they didn't love you. They love you. They want to send through that they love you too and that they're sorry. They're seeing it now. They can't do anything about it. They don't want you to feel sorry for them, but they're in something here. There's the Hermit now coming back in the upright. Yeah, so it's a spinner. It's a spinner because justice is in reverse here, you know. So they're still trying to figure things out. And you're also here. As I said, I feel you here strong. And that's a validation. It's Virgo and Mercury energy. A lot of spinners here today. Look, I'm going to keep this actually here. It's the Ace of Wands in reverse. A really strong feeling of rejection. They're so sorry. They weren't rejecting you. They don't even really know why they were feeling that way. That's the triggering. We know that. You know, you were mirroring and triggering. They don't really understand that, but they know that they left you feeling rejected. They weren't rejecting you. They were kind of rejecting the feelings because they didn't understand them, which they understand now. And this is also telling us that it's really brutal. This feels really difficult. Okay, so here is the Two of Cups, which I thought might come down. And it's here. Yeah. Gosh, you guys, in the upright. Twin flame energy all the way. Lots of your energies. You're always connected. And this is a validation of that. A validation also of the Judgment card, of the emotional, the feelings that they're starting to wake up to. They're connected for me today. And some of the healing that can be derived from that, both for your twin flame and for you, just by sending that message through to you, by letting you know that, yes, I love you. And yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I realize it now. Because in the 3D, this is a twin flame who I don't feel like is able to or is coming to tell you that. This is coming through here today. That's what this message is. This is love messages for me. Love messages from your twin flame. A message from your twin flame. A message from your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. It's extremely strong. And just to show you and let you know what's going on, we're going to bring in love messages after this. It's the Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah. It's a little bit, it's rough waters here. That's the energy of love. You know, it's in reverse. They can't lead with their heart. It's what they want. Look at the emotions here. It's not quite a brown horse. It's not quite a white horse. It's sort of like in between. Emotional, humility, apologetic energy, wanting to push through obstacles, wanting to lead with their heart here. Look, through this mountainous territory, but they can't. We see that here. It's a lot of thoughts. A lot. An impulsive energy, so what does that mean? Could something come through? Maybe. But there's also, yeah, there's also this strong feeling that they can't. I'm going to take it, and I want to show you. I was going to I'm taking it, and I wanted to ask, is it connecting to a particular energy of why? And look what revealed itself below. That's why. It's the Tower card. So there's a huge upheaval in their life right now. And it would be more. Yeah, it would be more. I feel like I need to look. Okay. Yeah. That's what I heard. And that's why. That's why. They're trying to be honest with themselves and get to the root of the issues. There could even be something going on that there's additions to a family. Whatever the case may be, I just have to tell you, my question was I was about to channel by keeping the Knight of Wands in reverse to see what is that in connection to. That's why. It's something in their life. It's that Tower card energy, okay? There's change here it's really massive, I feel. The Star card is wanting to be the last card coming through, and that's telling us just what we know, that you're still connected. Your emotions are huge. This 8th star is a gift to the Strength card that's bringing in Leo and the Source and to trust. It's divine. Take care of yourself, love yourself, have courage on this journey to do what you need to do. That Judgment also, getting clarity, also your life purpose, the wake up energy to share your light twin flame. It's all really strong here. It's a reminder of your journey. It's a message as to what's going on with your twin flame. It's love messages directly to you from them, messages from their higher self. And that, yeah, of course, there's hope here. Have faith. Aquarius energy, major arcana, Uranus energy, because the Wheel of Fortune is constantly spinning. It's going to change. It's spinning. So that luck eventually, the change when it's time, will be here. It's inevitable. Whatever lifetime it's going to be, I can't offer that to you today. Okay, let's bring in some channeled love messages. So as I was bringing in love messages, these came off another deck, so that's a sign for me that I need to look at this deck as well. And it just brought off more channeled song message. So we're going to look at this first. Unforgettable. That's what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far. Like a song of love that clings to me. Never before has someone been more unforgettable in every way and forevermore. Nat King Cole, Unforgettable, written by Irving Gordon. Yeah. It's more of the wake-up energy. Look. I feel there... Yeah, like I said, I feel some crying and some, and it's... Please, we know that already. It's not about... You can't cry because the divine masculine energy is strong here. Of course you can. This is somebody who's really... Their emotions are coming up. I feel it here. They're crying out. These came off this deck. After all this time, I'm still into you, of course. I listened to our song on repeat. Okay, so it's more validation that we need to bring in channeled love messages. First, I'm going to go through the deck that I had planned. What do you want to say to your twin flame? Messages from their higher self. Twin flame love messages. Hurting you hurt me even more. Hello. That camera is going to be the end of me. My love for you will never change. If I could turn back time, I would. That's huge here. Huge. Because that's what this King of Cups, this divine masculine today, has been thinking a lot about. Really nostalgic energy about the Magician in reverse, not understanding why they behaved the way they did. Without you in my life, everything is meaningless. I just wanted to cover up the Tower card. As I was putting it down, I thought, what are you doing? Yeah, I just want to send this to you. The day you came into my life was the day I crowned you Queen, King of my heart. I love you every step of the way. You have made me know how it feels to love and find true love. Why is this turned over? My 6-word love story. I cannot imagine life without you. You are now part of my life, and I will never let you go. Last chance. Then we're going to bring in some little ones today, okay? There's 2 here. If nothing lasts forever, can I be your nothing? Your absence is so hard to bear. I really feel this today. Okay, we're going to bring in some little channeled love messages today, and these 2 just fell off the deck. I have so many regrets. Huge. Yeah, that's that's the Six of Cups as well. And by the way, you know, twin flame energy here, past life energy. And some of you it's coming, we felt actually, yeah, the Six of Cups energy came through before the Six of Cups. But, you know, that's common in my readings, just feeling the energy coming. And, well, yeah, because they're thinking about everything here. When you were connecting and it was working, and then up till now, everything in between. And they're saying, look, I was scared. I have so many regrets. That's exactly what we feel. They were really scared of their emotions. A lot of things got triggered. That's what happens. And they're seeing it. And, you know, it's coming up in a new way for them. It's a new, yeah, it's the rebalancing of the divine feminine and the divine masculine energies. My world changed when I met you. I made so many mistakes. It's more of the Magician in reverse, King of Cups, thinking about that. Catty corner here also with the Six of Cups energy. I want to kiss you. You have changed me for the better. These are the last three. And we're going to close your reading. Twin flames. What's going on here? Yeah. So they want you to know that they feel it too. You are my other half. Soulmate energy is also here. You know, your twin flame can be a soulmate as well. We have many soulmates in the world, romantic or otherwise. This is soulmate energy as well, and they want you to know that they know it too. We're going to put it here above the Two of Cups. I'm waiting for the right time. Yeah, it's not now, I have to say. And that's a really strong message that is being sent to you as well, to trust. To trust divine timing. Spirit has a plan. And I feel your energy. You are my other half. I feel your energy. That's the Two of Cups. Twin flames. Your reading has been very beautiful, very emotional, validating, everything. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it a lot. If you enjoyed today's reading, please like the reading. It really helps the channel so much when you are watching readings, liking them, sharing them, of course, subscribing to the Tarot Closet if you haven't already, having your notifications on so you know when readings are coming, as well as when I'm going live. These are things that really keep the channel moving so I can continue bringing you readings. So thank you very much for that. Thank you for spending time with me today. I'm sending you love and light, all things good on your journey. Have a really beautiful day, and I look forward to seeing you at another reading. All the links are below. Bye, Twin Flame.